Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Tengoku struggle, continuing Yona's route, and we're just about to go deal with Sensei Nono. You know, because he just a pain in our ass. I love him though, don't get me wrong, but like, he's always popping in, asking us to do shit for him. Anyway, it was the next day. I set off to help out at the Spirit Belvedere. It's also the next day, I mean, for you and for me, and once again, washing machine's going. Listen. I'm just catching up on all the laundry I haven't done in God knows how long. All my little bowl warmers, like the little bowl things to keep your hands from burning when you have hot bowls or from freezing if you have cold bowls, my little bowl cozies, they were all dirty. And I'm like, I need to wash them. I was like, you don't understand how nice a bowl cozy is until you have one. And then when you don't have one, you're like, oh, but all my hot bowls is hard. So I figured, we might as well do the kitchen towels. That's just sharing. Anyway, so the next part will be, the dryer again. Maybe. Actually, no, because I only have like time to do one right now, so you won't hear the dryer. Maybe you might hear the washing machine again because I might have to do sheets. Listen, I either don't do laundry for like a month or I do it all at once. It's not like I just do it like every few days. Nope, nope, all at once or none at all. Anyway. I closed the door this time, though. I'm so terribly sorry. I've become so reliant on you as of late. No, it's fine. I like helping out around here. Oh, look, we got a little uniform on. Thanks, really. Oh, thanks. Really, this is such a big help. When I get back to hell, I'll thank King Enma myself. It's fine. I like it. Was there another case of Mume? Was that inappropriate? No, I didn't intend on hiding this, but was unsure of how to tell you. Sensei Nono and Oshichi looked at each other. The expressions on their faces were dark. Well, a girl who helps us out here and shops on Emma Street was assaulted by a human. What? She'd been approached a number of times in the past. They were all vulgar attempts at picking her up. We're forbidden from being violent toward each other, right? There are warnings posted everywhere, and there are even patrols. Yeah, right. Those from the Hell Realm aren't allowed to hurt humans, and humans are punished if they do anything bad as well. Okay. I mean, we know exactly what the cause is here. But last night, well, that girl had her clothes torn off of her. Okay. I mean, when she said assaulted, I made an assumption, but I didn't need you to spell it out. I was hoping you were going to keep it vague, but okay. Our silk triangles have sensors, so Takamura rushed over and she was as alright as she could have been, I suppose. But she's been crying all this time in hell. She doesn't want to come back here. I can't blame her. The tortures that she lived through in hell and then she got to become a model prisoner came here into the human realm and she's like, I'd rather be in hell. That's kind of fucked up. No. What's more is how the man talked about it. He said anything bad he did could be forgiven because of Jodo. Guys are the worst, aren't they? Last night, while I was giddy with myself, a girl from hell was in danger. Okay, you cannot put this on yourself. You know what I mean? You can't be like, I was happy and somebody else was sad. That's just the nature of the universe. Like, somebody else, when you're sad, is happy. Are you, like, mad at, how dare you be happy when I'm sad? You're not the center of the universe. You know what I mean? Like, you can't take the guilt on you that, like, well, I was having the best moment of my life, someone was having the worst of theirs, because that is always going to be true. Somewhere out there in the universe, you know? Be attacked by a man. A poor thing. Sensei Nono, where is that man now? Ended only in an attempt, and after contacting the police of the human realm, I invited him to have a private tour of hell. I feel like when you say that, it's not like, this is hell, welcome. It's a private tour of hell when it's fucking Sensei Nono is gonna be a little bit more than just, welcome to hell, do you see what's around you? Okay, good. No, this is, yeah, there's some underlying deviousness in there. And you know what? This time, I approve. I technically always approve of his shady shenanigans, but this time I really, really, really approve. He tried running away as we passed through the revival hell, so I tied him up and let him sit in on a session of tortures. That's a bit lenient, isn't it? He's still alive after all. The Johari Mirror has everything recorded, so he'll receive appropriate punishment once he's deceased. And Takamura's like, and I never forget a face or a douchebag. You know, you gotta love him. He's a shady bastard, and there are moments where you want to slap him, but then you're like, it's okay, sweetie, I still love you, but he needs to be slapped sometimes. That's the fun of him, though. Right. In any case, I've issued an order for those returning to hell after their work shifts to travel in groups and take no detours. Thank you for your quick action on the matter. I'm glad I came to help. I was about to go by not knowing any of this. No, actually, Sensei Nono knew that what he was doing when he called me here. This was an effect of Johto. I let out a sigh in frustration at myself. I do feel like it's supposed to be root Johto or whatever, but like, I'm just not calling it I know. Somebody's probably so mad about it. Again, none of these parts have gone up yet. I am way ahead on this, and I'm going to be way behind on our other game because still don't have it in my hands, and I have unexpected time off that I am taking that I will not be able to record, and I'm like, fuck. So there goes my plans on catching up. So, anyway. Oh, good morning, Shin. The usual? Yes, please. Coming right up. Fujimori tried not to look toward me and sat in the seat furthest away from me. As usual. This young boy is always eating breakfast here. Alone. Fujimori sat down and opened his laptop. He seemed very comfortable with it. Asking about it would be a little nosy. I am curious, though. More customers started to come in, and I had to run around the cafe before I could greet him. All of a sudden, it was past noon. Are you sure it's all right that I leave? We still have a few customers. I can handle it. Seriously, thanks for today. I'll be sure to add this to your pay. Thank you. I'll see you later, then. Are you sure I really want to go on a date with my boyfriend? Fujimori, I figured he wouldn't be around. He left about an hour ago. Oh, Jesus, motherfucking Christ. My phone has done nothing but motherfucking ring today. Jesus. To be fair, one of them was moving a doctor's appointment, and then this other fucking number keeps calling me, and they left like a minute-long just message of nothing, and it's like, it's obviously a robocall, but it's like so fucking irritating. Anyway. Oh, good morning, Shin. The usual? The usual, huh? There's no need for me to get involved, I think. That said, I am curious. It seems like Yona isn't here yet. I suppose I could look around for him a bit. I wonder if he's around. Whoa! What's wrong there, pretty lady? Oh, good. A horny douchebag who's gonna get all touchy-feely, and then Yona's gonna come and bitch slap the fuck out of him. Even though we could whip this douche, she's a little too like, should I though? And she'll debate, and then Yona's gonna like pound him with his fists. Oh, it'll be great. It's dangerous out here even in the day. You shouldn't be walking around alone. Thanks for the warning. Good day. Hey, come on! Let's go somewhere nice and quiet, okay? Like this creepy back alley? But she's been crying all this time in hell. She doesn't want to come back here. I'm sure it was a man like this who made that girl cry. Ow! Stop biting my neck. That's not nice. I'll bring him to father myself. Oh, do you have a quiet place in mind? Oh, you catch on pretty quick, lady. There's a nice hotel nearby. How's that? Oh, I know of an even better place. You're gonna cry from pure bliss there. is so funny because you know she's like, I'm gonna take you straight to hell and show you what awaits you, you son of a bitch. Here's the thing. This guy's just being a creepy flirt right now. He's just like, hey baby, you wanna go to a hotel with me? I can show you a good time. And you're like, ew, go away. And if he went away, that'd be one thing. Like, okay. Yes, he's being a creepy weirdo, but there's really nothing wrong with being a creepy. Okay. I mean, yes, there is. But in the scheme of all evil, him being a creepy weirdo, you're like, don't be a creep. Simmer down. He's shooting a shot in a creepy, inappropriate way, but he hasn't done anything at the moment aside from, ew, for warranting, like, actually torturing the man. When he gets handsy and tries to pin you or grab you and drag, then we bitch slap the fuck out of him. Right now, he's just being creepy. And, like, you know. Huh? Maybe you catch on a bit too quick. You don't have a bunch of guys ready to jump me there, do you? Oh, you jokester, you. There's nothing to... Yeah, Yona. Is that his foot? Wait. Sorry. I'm sorry, but this Yona CG is so funny because it's like, half of it is his toe. Like, I know it's blurry, but it's like, did you ever want to get stepped on by a love interest? Because this is basically as close as you're going to get. We are in the perspective of the dude, and we are getting stepped on by Yona, and I never had I am not like some of our love interests who enjoy getting stepped on. But I find this extremely amusing. Like, they were like, we're just going to have him step on the guy, but we're going to make the CG look like he's stepping on you, so, like, if you're into that, there you go. There you go. Good for you. That's fucking hilarious. Oh, sir. You're stepping on him and calling me your wife. You know what? I don't have the step on me kink. I have the step on him and call me your wife kink, though, apparently. Like, oddly specific. No, it's just whatever comes out of his mouth I'm into, so. What are you doing with my wife, fool? I'm gonna put you in a trash bag and toss you in the river. Let's go talk somewhere quiet. No, What's your name? Damn it, they were ready to jump me. What are you babbling for? Yeah, babbling about for. Your name. I'm no one worthy of your time, really. Which family are you a part of? I wasn't trying to mess on anyone's terms, so I just hope you can forgive me. Get out of here. Huh? I'm telling you to leave. You're annoying to look at, so get lost. You better not let me catch you around here again, dumbass. I'm sorry. Hey, you okay? That guy really thought you were someone else, Yona. I like how she's not like, I could have handled it myself. She's like, that was pretty fucking funny. You know, high five for that. Huh? What do you mean? Stop laughing. Sorry. Good timing, though. Stop laughing. Oh, man. Now I'm sorry I came to save you. I'm sorry. I'm happy you did. I really am. And now he's like, God, you're laughing at me. And we're like, no, I'm laughing because this was amazing and I love you. And he's like, what? Don't be pouty. It's my fault. Yeah, well, I'm glad you're okay. Yona. But what he said. Wife. Though I wasn't used to hearing it, a bittersweet sensation grew deep within my chest in reaction to hearing him say that word. I know it made me a little giggly. Can't make a woman like you my wife. I don't know if that was supposed to be Yona. I don't know who was saying that. I can't make a woman like you my wife. Someone was saying that. That was a memory. He was going on saying that in her head. I wonder if you had the voice acting on, you might recognize the voice. See, that's the only problem is sometimes you're like, who's saying it? I don't know. And it's helpful with the voice acting on because you'd recognize the voice. But, you know, we can't do that because that's usually a big no-no. Like us reading the games and doing it ourselves and reading through and commentary and whatever, but just playing the games, the voice acting is usually where they get you in copyright, especially. I mean, to be fair, they could like bitch slap me and delete my channel like tomorrow. would suck. What would we do with our lives? But definitely like voice acting. There's usually a lot of things around that. So we do like one part where we hear bits and pieces, but you can't play the whole game that way. So it does kind of suck that there's certain moments where you're like, that would have been interesting, but I'm not gonna go in, turn the voice acting on, listen to it, and then go back. You know what I mean? But anyway, it seemed more like it was a memory. It wasn't. I don't think it was Yona. I think it was a memory of hers. So if the theory is right that she's linked to Goemon back in her original life, then I would say it was probably him. But who knows? Huh? Huh? What was that? My chest is in pain. Could that have been a memory? My vision started to fade and I was going limp. Hey, you don't look so. Aw, I want to be saved by Shinosuke too. Whoa. Oshichi, you forgot your phone, ma'am. What? Oh no, I can't believe it. Thanks. Hachan, it looks like you finally found someone to carry you. I'm so happy for you, friend. Someone to carry you? What does that mean? No, stop, Oshichi. Don't talk about that. Oh, you don't know about the story, sir? The legend that all the girls in hell admire? Oshichi, don't! Alright, let's hear it. Women are carried over the Sanzu River on the back of their first man. Such a bittersweet legend exists. Look at her. She is blushing more red. And now, oh my god. I was going to say she's blushing more red than he does, but like, nope, they're tied. They are tied with their blush. Holy fucking shit. Their first man. Wait, doesn't that mean... Yona, let's go already! Please take care of Hanchan. She's beautiful and cares about her work, but I'm worried because of how much she hates men. I'm supposed to be her. But I'm worried about her because of how much she hates men. Oshichi, it's not like that. Yona and I are just friends. Oh, we broke his little heart because he was like, excuse me? Or maybe we were being more. Oh, come now. I can see right through you. There's nothing to see through. Hachan, did you forget about my life? I wasn't able to see my first love for who he was until it was too late, and it drove me to setting my house on fire, remember? I don't want to talk about it. If you don't follow through with what's in front of you, you'll regret it. I promise. If you need to have some girl talk, I'll leave. Yona, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I raised my voice in a panic, but he had already vanished from the street. Oshichi, thank you for my phone. Goodbye. Hurry up and make your vows with him. Girls gotta have guts. I love her so much. I wonder which way he went. We have to talk about the Karma Stones, too. Oh, there he is. He was tall. A head with red hair popped out above a group of high school girls walking away. Yona, wait! You don't have to worry about me. Go chat with your friend. He seems upset. That's because you said we're just friends. And he was like, I'm starting to fall in love with you. I mean, we're at the point where we should get confessions of love soon, so. Right. Talking about my first man. That was a bit rude to bring up with him. Also, it's really just your true love, not your first man. Yona, please forget about what Oshichi said. I showed you that picture of Shinosuke yesterday, remember? She always just wants to tie everything into romance. Doesn't bother me at all. You say it doesn't, but it looks like you're even more upset than before. She's like, he's annoyed by romance and all of this stuff and like, oh my god, and it's like, no, he's annoyed because you're like, you're just a friend and don't think about romance because like, whatevs, bro. And he's like, you're hurting his precious little feelings. Stop. In any case, I'm sorry. I'll tell her not to talk like that anymore. Seriously, I'm fine. Why is he even more upset? Maybe I should give him some time. And just earlier, you looked like you were in really bad shape. But are you alright now? Huh? Yeah, I just had a bit of a dizzy spell. And that can happen even with bodies like ours. Wait, That can happen even with bodies like ours. Sure, when I do things like have a late night. I was talking with Tama last night after all. That was a terrible lie, even for me. Wait, it wasn't because of that thing that happened yesterday, right? Huh? You're a demon child, Yona! No, that's not it at all. You don't have to worry about that. Well, that's fine then. Another lie. How should I talk to Yona about his past? But right now, I should talk with everyone about what I just heard from Sensei Nono. Wow, they are really, really, really bad with typos in this. I will say that. Like, if bad translations or typos and things like that are like a pet peeve, this one is gonna like, because it gets to me sometimes. Like, I'm really enjoying the game, but then you have this. I should talk with everyone what I just heard from Sensei Nono. The fuck is that? Like, they're always forgetting random words or putting weird sentences together. And it's like, stop? Don't get me wrong, we've played worse where they machine translate it. This is just Tim and Ronald were really motherfucking drunk or rushing to translate. To be fair, I would prefer they take an extra, like, couple of dates to do this, because I feel like if you just, instead of being like, you've got 2 days to do that, give them a couple of, you know what I mean? Like, this is not, oh my god, it's going to take an extra 6 months to translate. You know what I mean? This is literally like, you just need better QA. You need someone who's going to go through and read this and go, oh, about, and then correct. You know what I mean? Even if it's just one person for each route. You know what I mean? It's not that much. You get two extra people to spend an extra couple of days. It's minor for everything that you're doing. It's just a short bit of time that you could do this. A couple of extra. It's not like we have to hire 75 extra people and it's going to take 3 months to catch these minor typos to fix it. You know what I mean? But I'd rather you take a little bit of extra time, and instead of like, hey, the game's coming out in June. Okay, it's going to come out in July. Fine. Give that extra month if you need it. Just to clean some of this shit up. Because, like, holy hell. Like, but I will suffer through. Because I would rather suffer through with words like this. And I feel like this one has been one of the worst ones we've seen in a while. There's always typos and random weird things, but this one's been bad. I don't mean that in the sense of like, we've played other games where you were like, I'm not even sure that's English. What the fuck did I just read? It's a bunch of random words, and I'm pretty sure machine translations would have done better. This is someone who that's like, speaks Chinese translating Japanese, and then someone who speaks like another language is translating that, and then it's like going through 16 different languages before it gets to English, and so then it's like a garbled mess of random fucking words. It's literally the game of telephone. You know what I mean? You're like, you didn't just take Japanese to English. You went through 32 other languages in between, because there's no fucking way that a machine even directly translated this, because it's horrible. And you're like, I'm not sure what I just read. Okay? We've played those games that are so motherfucking bad. Okay? So bad. This is nowhere near that. But for the AAA level games and all the games that have come out recently that they've been pushing, this one really is kind of on the bottom of the translation quality. Like, the translation's fine. It's just the typos and the messing up sentences, missing words and stuff. So, like, you know, the editing process was a bit of an F here. You know? Okay, we'll give it a C-, maybe a D+. Again, I'm sure it could be way worse. But it's still worse than some of the other ones where you're like, this one's got a few typos. You're like, this one's got quite a few typos. This got a lot of, like, issues. So, again, the 50 issues versus the 10 we normally get. You know what I mean? So, totally readable, totally fine. So, but I would much rather deal with this where you're like, okay, nope, it should be talk about this, or you're missing the word a or of or whatever, then we only get one game localized a year. Okay? So, like, if I gotta deal with it, that's my point. But still, I don't think it would take you 6 months to clean this up. Just have another couple people just go through, or actually pay QA people to legitimately do QA. That's all I'm saying. Because I'm not sure you did QA. Like, I don't know. So, or the QA team, English isn't their first language, so this shit doesn't stand out to them. Where it's like, if you're translating it, the people who are doing QA, their first language should be the language you're translating it into. It would be like me barely comprehending Spanish and being like, yeah, sure, I think that makes sense. Because I took 2 years in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if I ever learned Japanese, I would not be valid at doing QA for Japanese. You know what I mean? It'd be a second language, so... Anyway, that was just my rant, because it's bad in this game, but I still love the game. It's not taking away my enjoyment, but it is one of those, like, yeah... We're getting a little messy here, Tim and Ronald. Jesus Christ. So, stop drinking on the job. But anyway. But right now, I should talk with everyone about what I just heard from Sensei Nono. It's like because it pulls you out, and you're like, wait, what? And you're in a groove, and then you're like, ugh. But I still really love the game, don't get me wrong. Yona, this is random, but can I line everyone else and tell them to come here? They should be all out in Asakusa, right? There's something I wanted to talk about. They should be all out in Asakusa. That also sounds weird. Like, they should all be out in Asakusa would make more sense to me. I mean, it's the same thing, but it's also not. I don't know. What is it? I think it's something that'll involve us. I see. I didn't know anything about that. Well, it was bound to happen sooner or later. Izami, I hope she's alright. Oh, she can take care of herself. I'm worried too. I want to find her right away and get her back to hell. Get her to go back to hell, sorry. You remember, when we first came to the human realm, Takamura told us that making judgments so simply will lead to your defeat. At the very least, it seems like Shinobikuni isn't after money. But I'm sure it's not the salvation of humans like she keeps saying. Yeah, it's definitely not. Because we know that that doesn't actually work, so... You can't be after salvation of humans if your app to give salvation to humans doesn't work. You know what I mean? So... And do you think there's any benefit to her causing chaos in the human realm? I'm sure if we catch and question her about it, she'd never tell. And if the app's supposed to take care of all of her work, she'd have no reason to bring a Simon with her. Well, I guess he could be more of a bodyguard, but then what about Okuni, Sanzaburo, and Kiku's sister? I doubt Azami feels she needs to be saved. It's the school uniform, right? Well, I don't think that's really it either. Sorry, I have no idea why she's involved. I mean, she hates people. So, you know, she hates men, she hates humans for what they did. She does have some inner strife about, like, I killed all these people, I am bad, but it's like, you kind of, well, you went a little above and beyond, but your initial killing of people was justified. You know what I mean? So, you went way above and beyond, though, and so sure. But, like, you know. But I don't know if at the moment, until we went through Kiku's route and kind of talked her down, if, like, at this moment in time, where we're not in Kiku's route, we don't have as much communication with her and everything, if she actually thinks in the forefront of her mind, like, I'm bad, I need to be saved, she's like, no, people suck. And I get to wear cute uniforms. Like, I don't know... You know, if her motivation has anything to do with wanting to be saved or realizing that maybe things that she did were wrong. That's deep down in there, but has a part of it come to the surface? Who knows? It's a bit hard to think that increasing the number of people who commit wrongful acts is some kind of revenge on hell. With more people, sure, it'll incur more costs and be a pain for father, but is that something you'd risk escaping for? Hey, I might be off from the mark, but do you care to hear my thoughts on this? Everyone straightened up, looking at Yona with an uncharacteristically serious look on him. I think that app's pretty bad news too, but I get the feeling that focusing on Shinobikni's goal isn't what we should be doing. I'm supposed to be fighting Sanzaburo and talked with him a bunch of times about it. Not once have I heard him talk about wanting to save humans. Oh, yeah, that's right. But I just feel like there's still something that motivates him. I'm not saying the pardoning app's a cover-up, but don't you think that everyone might be trying to get something different out of this? I see. Yeah, that's definitely possible too. And they all have their own things going on and we're waiting for a chance to get out into the human realm. Shinobikni may have been the one who made the call, but they're all working together because they have something to gain. Yeah, makes sense. Which begs the question, is our best course of action to keep an eye on each target like we talked about the other day? And catching them all at once would be tough. I've got Azami. And then I'll take out a Simon. And then Yona looked apologetically at Goemon. Goemon, you have to deal with the two troublesome ones, Jack and Shinobikni. But mind if I keep working on Sanzaburo? Well, that's what I was thinking in the first place. Sorry. To you guys too, Kiku, Sharaku. Stop! You bowing your head is freaky. I promise I'll take care of Sanzaburo. He looked straight at everyone as he spoke. He looked so gallant, and I found myself falling for him as I watched. I love it. I know I've caused a lot of trouble for you all, but I'll be sure this is taken care of. Yeah, we're counting on you. You're going to take care of that as soon as you can and come help us, right? Yeah, leave it to me. I'll try and talk Azami out of what she's doing as soon as I can too, Goemon. I'm sure the great villain Goemon Ishikawa can take care of things himself, but I suppose I could help you out if I'm bored. Okay, well, let's get on it while the sun's still out. Hey everyone. I want to get back to Hell right now. I want to give King Emma an updated report. Right, go for it. Say hi to Carmen for me! We're being asked to do a lot more work, so tell him to give us some extra pay. Sure, I'll try. You okay? Want me to go with you? That incident with the girl just happened after all. I'm fine. I can already see the gates from here. Right. Yeah. Later then. He's like, want me to go with you? He wants to go with you. Be like, sure, you can come. I'll be off then. Oh, go with it. Oh, take him with you. I need to take responsibility for this, don't I? Why did things end up like this? Well, asking the Sanzu River isn't going to give me any answers. What's at fault is me being too soft. I'm the one at fault as a Hell Guardian. Forget not your pride. Trust not the prisoner. Right. Trust not the prisoner. Will not love any man. You know, you keep saying that, but we don't have lady love interests, so you're gonna have to get over it, girlfriend. Sweetie, welcome home. Why are you here so suddenly? Did you miss Daddy and want to come see him? His voice is different every single time we do it, I know, but like, whatever. I have a request for you, King Enma. I was waiting for him to be like, Daddy. You call me Daddy when we're together. King Enma, please make a reduction in my pay. A pay reduction? But why? Did you do something unbecoming of a Hell Guardian? I suppose it's a strange request to make without giving you a reason. Daddy's job is to cast judgment only after carefully listening to what people have to say. Asking for a pay cut is serious. Oh, is this about the incident? The one where a man attacked someone from the crushing hell? Right, that isn't uninvolved. I see. Then let's hear it, in detail. There's no way I can hide anything. Father guessed it himself. She was put in danger because I've been negligent of my duties. That's unacceptable. Did you slack off work? How unusual for my little sweetie, the top performing student. There have been circumstances involved. Then please do report about those circumstances. I won't be getting out of Father's questioning. I, Spacey Enma, I found myself infatuated with a prisoner while in the human realm. That's all. How so? I can't write such a vague report down in our documents. That's not necessary to write down. To be infatuated with someone sounds serious. And depending on the circumstances, you wouldn't just get a cut in pay. I'd have to revoke your status as a Hell Guardian. It's so funny because, like, in Kiku's right, he's like, go fall in love. And he was happy, and now he's like, whoa. Bad. Like, anything but that. I want to see this matter to the end. Then I guess I need the details. It was as you had said. What did Daddy say again? Definitely knows. I know, he's like fucking with you now. And now he's just enjoying teasing me. Exactly. With... Yo. Yokubutsue? Anyway, I can't pronounce that, so good enough. I hate you, Father! You know it already and are just pretending not to. Oh, I just can't help it because Daddy's little sweetie is so adorable. I understand how Goemon and the others feel when they say they want to punch Father. I've fallen in love with Yona. Oh! But that isn't allowed. It comes back to last night's incident. If I had more of my attention on Asakusa, she wouldn't have been attacked. That's just you being arrogant. I flinched back a bit at his unexpected comment. Then let me ask what exactly you could do to be able to protect all the humans. My body shivered at the weight of his words. Do you think you can support the entire world of man with just those 2 skinny arms? Are you saying you're the one who should be sending spider's threads down to the people? I'm sorry. Tears formed in my eyes out of how embarrassed and pathetic I felt. Yes, he's right. I don't have the power to save everyone. I'm so frustrated, and how powerless I am. But that's an amazing improvement. Huh? My little sweetie who would always go out with Oshichi to watch the Sanzu River and groan about how men should all disappear is now... in love. In love, huh? But that'll all be over with. Over with? I'm not used to things like that. And about the incident with the girl. You're right about me being arrogant, but it's not possible for me not to feel any responsibility at all either. That said, I threw away any feelings I have for Yona into the Sanzu River just earlier. I intend to act normally upon returning to the human realm. And Daddy thinks it'd be fine if you were with Yona, though. You just said that was something unacceptable, but Daddy makes the rules in hell, right? I never said a word about not being allowed to fall in love in the human realm, right? That's all I have to discuss. Good day, then. Oh, you're gonna leave even though we're not done talking. You who takes on the air of being a Hell Guardian. You're going to defy not only your father, but King Enma, your employer, as well? Did he take me in just to tease and bully me? Sweetie, you're just too serious. There was a slogan for an Otome game that said, work hard at work and love. Throwing Otome games in here, really? Only those skilled in those things can... Oh, that's me. Only those skilled in those things can do that. Why are you always so stubborn? I wonder if Father really does know something about my past. I can't make a woman like you my wife! Whoever is saying that. Probably Goemon. Those words. Just thinking about them makes me feel sad. Words from a faceless and voiceless man. Is that all you have to say? Let's do this then. If it doesn't work out with Yona, then you'll get a pay cut. Huh? It's settled! I'll tell Nono about this too. Wait, please! That's just ridiculous! You haven't given a single thought about the issue I'm bringing up. Shut it! Daddy makes the rules. I love this line so much. I don't know why this is just so funny. He's like, I'm gonna tell No, but you're like, please don't. Shut it, Daddy makes the rules. You know, Daddy basically does whatever he wants, and he will continue to live this way. Yes, I'm sure. But there is just one thing I regret. What is that? Daddy never loved anyone, so he never got to carry someone across the river. And is this where every single person is probably fawning and losing their mind because they'd be like, I'll volunteer as tribute because I'm pretty sure he could carry all of us across the fucking river. Look at his fucking arms. That man's probably wearing like a 3X size shirt and it's tight as fuck because he is all muscle. Okay, I'm just saying. Normally I'm not into that much not, you know what I mean? I like him wayfish. Okay, but like, I get it. The man is kind of fucking hot. So like, wouldn't be the first time I had a dad complex. At least this time, he's not her actual dad. Listen. I may play games and be like, I don't care if he's my brother, I'll still bang him. We know what game started that, okay? Listen, you can't tempt me like this and then not put out game, okay? But some of you might know the other game where it's like, I don't care that it's not my dad. He's not my dad. He's her dad, not my. I will take myself. I like to self-insert. These are my boyfriends. This is me. That's why we named the character Spacey. But there are like I'm kind of like halfsies. Sometimes I'm like yes, and then other times I'm like, why is she being stupid? And I'll blame. No, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of like half inserting and half not. I'm a fencer. You know, I sit on the fence. Sometimes we self-insert, sometimes we don't. We just ride the fence and decide at the moment. But, listen. In the game, it'll be like, I will be her and I will bang my brother. Fine. In reality, that'd be disgusting, of course. Obviously, we know this. But, like, when it comes to, like, if this was your birth father, I'd be like, that's her birth father, not mine. I'm just some random bitch over here like, hello, sir. So, I can definitely whip myself out of the game and be okay with that. You know. So, so everyone that wanted a King Enma route, I hope you get a fan disc. I don't know if this one did well enough to get a fan disc, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, it did well enough, supposedly, I don't know how they decide which ones they're going to localize. Because there are plenty of games that are really, really popular and really big that don't get localized, and then sometimes they pick other ones. And maybe it's just like, well, this one's kind of like in the middle or whatever, so it's easier to get localization for some games than it is others. I don't know. You'd think it wouldn't matter because they're all basically coming from Idea Factory. Like, they're all coming from the same places. But, so I don't really know how well this one did. It is a very niche, strange, bizarre little game. So, I don't know how well it did in the American market, where if they did ever create a fan disc, if they would localize it. I kind of feel, and maybe it's just a hope, okay, but my feeling / hope is that if they have a game out, okay, if they've localized a game, and then there is a fan disc, that we've gotten to the point where they're like, we localized the game, we're going to localize the fan disc. It's just an automatic, unless the game was like, nobody bought it, ever. But like, as long as the games are selling, they're still going to localize the fan disc, because we've seen that. You know what I mean? At how fast we got Radiant Tail, the fan disc is coming out. We got Vergate, the fan disc. It's like instantaneous. Like, they are just like, yep, there's a fan disc. We're whipping them out. It's not like Amnesia days where you're like, could you please localize the fan disc? And it took them like 82 years. So like, everything else is just whipping out as soon as they have it. You know what I mean? So like, I feel like if there were ever going to be one for this game, we'd get it. And then you would get your Nono route and your King Enma route. You know, it'd be really weird to call him Daddy in the other sin after calling him Daddy. Like, that, that's some highly fucked up shit, you perverts. You guys are degenerates. Everyone that's like King Enma, I'll call him Daddy. You're all degenerates, and you're just as bad as I am. But I kind of understand you, you little freaks. And that's why I love you. Anyway. Father looked the same as always, or so it seemed. But something tightened in my chest. And see, we're like, oh, we feel... See, and then you have this little moment, and everyone's like, why won't we? You could carry us. So, I'm just saying. I can't blame everybody for that. Spacey, you're a transient, so I'm sure you don't have any memories of crossing the river. It seems appropriate to say this now, but there was no man who came for you there. There wasn't? Well, that makes sense. I only had a hunch that was the case. Then we're going to have some questions with Goemon on why he didn't come to get us. But I'm a woman who was told she couldn't be someone's wife. I'm sure there wouldn't be any man who would carry me across. Yona will. Nono and Tama have updated me plenty, and you seem to be working hard in the human realm. Well, I haven't done much. Even Nona regrets the attempted assault happened, and I feel bad about it too. You claiming you'll take responsibility for it won't help the actual issue at hand at all. That's right. I mean, I don't think beating yourself up about what happened is going to help anything. I'm such an idiot. I was told that in the beginning of all of this, and now I'm just repeating things. I haven't grown at all. If you could take care of everything, then you wouldn't need all those men, right? You're right. You were striving to become a new sort of Hell Guardian, right, sweetie? If that's what you've claimed, see it through. Daddy will watch over you from here. Daddy... My heart grew warm as I was about to wipe away my tears. By the way, the talk about you cutting my pay was a joke, right? Oh, I was completely serious. I could feel myself fade away right where I stood. In fact, I felt I'd faint from the embarrassment I was feeling in the moment. But remember, he was like, I will cut your pay if you don't fall in love with Yona. Come on now. You have to take care of those threads, too, right? The threads! Right, I just remembered. Father, you know I have to do that to activate it, right? He's like, what's that? I have to kiss them. Yeah, that's... girl, you're saying that as if it's like you have to have sex with them. Well, it's not like Daddy decides where to put people's marks of desire. It's no use. Anything I say is like talking to a wall or beating the air. But that's wonderful if you found a way to use it now, right? Well, that's true, but... Trust and love aren't so different. You both just have to be good to each other. There's a tremendous difference. Well, it's all fine, because Daddy makes the rules in hell anyways. I won't tell Yona about this yet, either. It would all be better if he had just cut my pay. I won't tell Yona about this yet. Yet! I couldn't even find the strength to say... SS. What? I'm assuming it's just like I couldn't find the strength to say that or say this. Like, it'd be better if, okay, or say it. See, but it's stuff like this, okay, where you're like, what the fuck? Anyway, I couldn't even find the strength to say that or this or it and staggered out of the hall. Such a mess now. Even as I returned to the human realm, I felt like I was still staggering. I mean, that also explains why she didn't want Yona to go with her. If it doesn't work out with Yona, then you'll get a pay cut. No, 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 no. I'm fine just getting the pay cut. I'll live up just drinking water. Mother's just as ridiculous as Oshichi is now. away all inklings of romance in me into the Sanzu River, and then there's going to be Yona and she's going to literally fall the fuck over. You shouldn't be falling in love. Good evening, everyone! It's time for today's Virtue Ranking! We have a newcomer today, Mr. Hikiryoji. His total comes to an amazing 10 million. He's closing in on Rei Nishikikoji. Wow, I can't say that in her voice. 10 million? What kind of fool has that sort of money? I wish I had that sort of money. Damn, I wish that was I wish I had enough money for that to be chump change for me to donate to an app. Like, bam, but I just wish I had that much. Just, little, I don't even, I donated that, I got so much extra. I just wish I had that much. I wish I had half that much. That's all I'm saying. Fuck. I wish I had a 1/10 of that much. It appears he is the good-for-nothing, useless son of a wealthy man who he leeches off of. I want to be a good-for-nothing, useless son of a wealthy man that I leech off of. Man! Why did my parents teach me to be responsible? Psh. And why were they not rich enough for me to just leech off them? Anyway. Hari, you shouldn't be saying things like that about someone you don't know. He does hold a title of vice president, but there are traces of his involvement on 3 counts of assault and battery being swept under the rug. Yeah, rich people, man. 3? It's not enough that you have fucking more money coming out your ass than you know what to do with. But then you also don't ever have to pay any consequences for anything. Like, this game is trying to make you mad and want you eat the rich! To be fair, every single one of us is rich compared to somebody else. So, like, you know what I mean? You're like, look at those people who could donate 10 million yen to a fucking app. What the fuck? And that's not even a dent in their money. And then you've got other people who would, like, look at you and be like, look at you who can just buy all the Otome games and not have to budget for them. So, like, the people who were like, you know, pinching pennies, that sounds mean. But you know what I mean? Like, if you're like, I have to budget, I have to be careful, and I have to get things on sale, and I can't just go out and buy groceries. I mean, to be fair, that's expensive as fuck. But you know what I mean? You're like, okay, we get things that are on sale, and I'm clipping coupons, and I have to do this in order to be able to make sure I survive in this shit world. Me being able to buy Otome games with my disposable income makes me seem like I'm fucking rich. You know what I mean? So, like, everybody's rich to somebody else, and we're all poor in our own right compared to people who have 10 million fucking yen to donate to a goddamn fucking app. So, let's look at those. Look at the 1%ers. The rest of us shouldn't compare ourselves to each other. Just look at the 1%. That's really what it's doing here, is like, look at these motherfuckers who never get any consequences for their actions, and then have 10 million yen to donate to this app thinking they're going to get pardoned when they already don't have to pay for their crimes as it is. You know? Because the only thing you have is well, at least they'll pay for their crimes in hell, and then they're thinking, haha, now I don't even have to do that. Joke's on them, though, because we know this app doesn't work like that, but, like, still, you know. But it's just the fact that they're, like, for human beings, normal human beings think this app works. So you're now thinking that this rich bastard has all this disposable money, he can beat people up and get away with it, and now he's going to donate, and he's not even going to have to pay for it when he dies. He's literally got 0 consequences at all. And that seems like complete and utter bullshit. So, like, do you think that's Shinobiku's plan underneath, is to sow discontent and, like, rot in the craziness in the human realm? And, like, because you have a normal I mean, obviously, if you look at it, a normal person, like, oh, yeah, I'm not just going to go out and beat people up or attack people, because that would be bad. One, we have morality. That would just be wrong. And in this world, oh, I know damn well I'm going to get punished in hell for that. You know, it's not just morally wrong, it's, I'm literally going to get punished in hell. The only thing we have in our current world is, like, I just know it's wrong, even if you don't believe in heaven or hell. You just have a moral compass, right? In this world, your moral compass is knowing the fact that if I go and I just walk up and I just punch this bitch in the face, that didn't. I'm going to hell and I'm gonna get punished for that. You know what I mean? But I just punch this bitch in the face and donate $10 to this app and I'm clear. So people who normally wouldn't do horrible things are like, well, I can afford to. I'm gonna do it. You literally are deleting everyone's moral compass. And then if you think so, like we've already seen that happening. But then if you think about it, you might be like, well, I'm not going to do that crazy shit. I don't believe in the app. But then you watch these rich motherfuckers who you're already pissed at for just having more money than anybody knows what to do with, have 10 million yen to blow off on this app. You're like, what the fuck? I will never make 10 million in my lifetime, and this bitch has to throw away in one day on an app? Okay? It probably over the course of, who knows, but whatever. Let's just say one day. He's also gotten away with assault and murder and extortion and batter and all this other shit, okay? And now he's not going to have to pay in hell because you think that this app is going to absolve him of all his crimes. So you were already mad. Now you're looking at it and then being like, well, now he's just paying into this app, so, like, maybe I should just murder him and then just pay into this app so I can get away with it because fuck that bitch. And just think about the people who didn't have, like, the inkling to do horrible things. Or did. I think we should stab him. I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to get punished in hell or go to jail. And you're like, well, but you know what? It won't matter because I can get away with it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't know. I think sowing some discontent and making everybody a little psycho might kind of be part of her plan, or she's just enjoying the chaos as that's just a benefit. She's like, actually, I'm doing it for this, but that chaos that people are reaping now is a added benefit. I'm having fun with that. So, I mean, it's making me mad, and I'm like, someone should go stab him. Just donate some, steal money from him, donate to the app, and you're good. You know, just put a mask on so you don't get arrested. So, like, you know, the difference is the thinking and the doing, but anyway. Oh, my mistake. One is assault and battery, another extortion, and the last one, he is a suspect in a molestation case. Yeah, see, this man's getting worse. He's the worst. But the rankings have only just begun. Keep your eyes on it. Azami, I wonder if she knows another girl from hell was assaulted. I get furious just hearing that chime. It's not possible to get to the heavenly realm by donating money. I don't care how much it is. But humans don't know that, so, you know. I'm a bit embarrassed to get back to the house and see Yona. And I want to talk to him about the karma stones. Father, you jerk. I'll kill some time here, just for a bit. Guess who's here? Yona? I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, nope, it's Shin. I looked to see Fujimori holding his camera under the wisteria. Today's the day I want to get to know him a bit. Fujimori, hello. Whoa! Please don't run away. Want to talk for a bit? I won't stop you here if there's something you need to do, though. Do I look like someone who has anything to do? Then that means you can stay and talk with me for a while. Remember what I talked about with the barbecue? There's no one who would normally say something like that to me, so of course I remember. I'm not kidding, though. Come join us sometime. I won't. You won't be getting any ransom if you try and abduct me. Wonder why, when I'm talking with this boy, it feels nostalgic. And I have to apologize for the person I was with yesterday. It's fine. Didn't bother me. Lies. Your body's telling me it does. Strong guys start stuff like that to me a lot. I'm used to it by now. Strong guys? That guy was over 180 centimeters tall. Huh? Yeah, I think that's right. Tall guys win at 70% of things in life. Did you know 83% of statistics are made up? Case in point. He's like 70%. I was like, that sounds like a made up fucking statistic. Do you have any data to back that up? Because I'm gonna call bullshit. Like, just I wanted to throw my bullshit statistic out there. It's one of my favorites because it's so funny. You know, 83% of statistics are made up because, like, and that's a made up statistic, and you're just it's just sometimes things funny. Anyway, you're still probably in middle school, right? It's possible you'll grow lots still. Sorry I look so young then. I'm a freshman in high school. Oh, I see. Sorry. Okay. And I'm sure someone answered this in one of the other questions that I had a couple of parts ago or whenever. But again, none of these have gone up. So, like, Japanese high school freshmen it's what we would consider sophomores, right? Because they only do 3 years, not 4. So, like, Azami, when she says she's, like, in middle school or whatever like that, like, to me, middle school is like you're 13. Then you go into high school usually when you turn 14. For me, I was younger. I started high school at 13 and turned 14. Most people are 14 turning 15, whatever. But like, so let's say like 14 to 15. But that could be, she could be 14 to 15 and not be in high school yet if they only do high school for the last 3 years of your schooling. And not 9th grade being a freshman. Because I think there's a lot of places that are like that where America's weird, where we're like, 9th grade as a freshman in high school. And they're like, whoa, 9th is still, middle school. So then he's supposed to be like 15 or 16. He really does look 12. Okay. I wanted to be concerned that he's in love with Azami, but like he's only a year or so older than her at any rate, so. Someone like him who can face people without hesitating has never lost in anything, I'm sure. Well, that's not true. They always win. They've won in life the moment they're born. I don't think Yona would feel that way if you said that to him. I'm pretty sure he would counter that. You've never known defeat. You've never been rejected or excluded. Have you seen Yona? He's a red-haired, freckled, half-Japanese man. So, like, who died in 1600. So, like, yeah, he's been rejected and excluded. Just saying. People like that believe they're righteous and favored and don't question it. Yona's definitely not like that. That's why they try to give advice to others. Telling people to do your best, be positive, you can do it if you try, or don't run away. Or it's your fault for being so weak. But in this world, there are those who have nothing to look forward to, no matter how positive they try to be. Look at our little pessimistic, gloomy cloud. Aw, just want to ruffle his hair. We really need to adopt this sad, lost child. There are people who exist who are just weak and can't do anything and don't belong. Aww. He's so sad. We just need to protect him, just like me. But you wanted that zombie game, right? Huh? Someone I live with really likes that game. I'll introduce you to him sometime if you'd like. Oh, I see. You're a winner, too. You've probably never felt like you didn't have a place to belong, huh? I have. Huh? To be honest, I'm even worried that the place I'm allowed to be will disappear the next day. In fact, it was the feeling of emptiness that came from not knowing if I as an individual would exist the next day or not. That was me not being able to read, okay. I'm not strong either. I've been so disappointed in my own weakness, even today. How do you mean? It might have been my fault that someone was put in danger. Well, I suppose it's a bit different from your situation, because this was part of my job. But also, just the other day, that man Yona, he experienced a brutal defeat. What? That has to be a lie. You're just making this up so you can get closer to me. I hate lies. But I don't mean to preach to you what it means to win. I just want to get along with you. Why? I just can't seem to leave you alone. I don't have any memories of when I was alive, but I might have had a younger brother. And you were alive. That's right. You're from hell. That's not so uncommon in Asakusa, right? You seem to go to the Spirit Belvedere a lot, too. Well, it's not because I like it so much. You can eat meals there from breakfast to dinner. You can get power from the seats in the back, and Mr. Takamura knows a lot of things, that's all. This feeling, maybe, could it be... I think I really did have a younger brother. Listen to me. I am, but you have to listen to me, too. You know how I said I had a younger brother? The more I talk with you, the more I feel it. Are we going to find out that Shin is like a reincarnation of our younger brother? Like, I had a younger brother and it's actually you. Oh my god, that'd be adorable. I love that. Aww. Are you implying I'm his reincarnation? I love that the game just went there. I didn't know if the game was gonna, like, actually do that, but I'm surprised they even brought it up. So now I wonder if that's the case because they brought it up. That would be so fun if you were. That's ridiculous. I feel like I'm able to remember things about my past when I talk with you. Would you mind being friends as a gesture to help someone out? What? I'm sure I'll be seeing you when I work at the Spirit Belvedere. No, Was that too forward? This poor kid doesn't know how to have friends. It's adorable. I love that we make friends with him every time. The side characters are kind of really great in this. If you really don't want to, you don't have to. Stop looking at me like that. It looks like I'm bullying you or something. All right. It would be a problem if you kept hounding me every time we see each other, so for now, I will accept your proposal. Really? Thank you. That makes me so happy. As I told you the other day, my school is fully remote, so I can be flexible with my time. That's why if I'm wandering around Asakusa in the day, it doesn't mean I'm skipping school. I think it does, but that's okay. Yes, I understand. Then, look forward to being your friend. I look forward to it too. I love him so much. The both of us bowed our heads at each other. Huh? What are you doing here? Is that the kid from before? Ikinosuke, what good timing. Actually, we were just talking about... Whoa! Kumazan. Okay, Kumazan. The Kumazan badge! You only get these if you clear the extra dungeon with the Z rank 100 times! They even have a serial number printed on them! Ah! Fujimori hardly hid his badge. Wait, so you play Macabre? He does. Fujimori's really good. Seriously? Alright. And I love the fact that we make Shin be friends with Kikunosuke every single time. And it's funny, because we're talking to him and we're pretty chill and normal, and he's freaked out by us. And Kikunosuke is literally an overactive golden retriever. And like, you know, and so like, him being like bouncy, like hyperactive labradoodle over here, like, to Shin, and Shin's literally gonna die. It's so cute. Every opponent I've had in the human realm has been a total chump. I'm such an idiot. How did I not notice when I saw you before? You got time right now? Let's play a game. No, My name's Kikunosuke Uga. Great to meet you. Let's go. What? I didn't say I would yet. Just come on. Kikunosuke grabbed Fujimori's arm and relentlessly drags him along. This is, okay, so, as someone who identifies as a Shin a little bit, okay, which is I'm kind of introverted and, like, I don't know how to deal with people. Like, sometimes I can be extroverted and talk to people. Obviously, I do this, but this is, like, me talking to myself, so that's why it doesn't faze me. But, like, when I have to go out and interact with people, my social battery drains really fast, and I'm like, I don't know how to deal with people. Every single person like Shin or me, every introvert, needs a Kikunosuke. You need that person who's like, come on, let's go, we're gonna go, woo! And they're like a hyperactive labradoodle, and you're like, what the fuck? Because they're also the person, I have a friend like this. I can actually be like, yes, I have a Kikunosuke. Okay? They're just friends with everybody. They talk to everyone. They will just make friends at the grocery. They just make friends with everybody. Okay? You're like, you are crazy. You are weird. How does this happen? Okay? But, and sometimes that can be a bad thing. But they also know when you're like, I haven't talked to you in 3 months. They're like, that's okay. You want to hang out now? Let's have fun. And they're just like, they're not fazed by the fact that maybe your social battery is like, we hung out once and I'll see you in 6 months when my battery recharges. They're totally cool with it. Because they've got a million other friends too, and they've got a million other things to do. And then they're like, you want to go do something? Let's go do this. Let's go. And then they just drag you and force you to go do things. And you're like, okay, I guess we're bowling now. What? And if you're like, I don't know, they're like, come on, we'll have fun. And they just don't take no for an answer, and they just drag you places. And they're not weird about you being weird about not going or wanting to do or being like, no, I don't know how to handle this. Normal people who are not hyperactive labradoodles are very like, if you're like, I don't know my social, but they get just very annoyed with you. And they're like, ugh, whatever, God, you don't want to hang out. And then they get bitchy about it. And it's like, see, because you're normal, you don't understand the complete introversy. And then you need someone who is like so fucking extroverted, like beyond, like an extrovert on crack. Every introvert on crack, me, hides in a corner, curls up in a ball, like never wants to do anything because I have to do work, thinking about taking time off to like, I'm going to go see my family, is like, oh my God, I'm going to need a day off after that to recuperate. Like, you know what I mean? You know, because like that's not time off of work, that's time dealing with people. You know, my time off needs to be, I just sit around and do nothing. What'd you do on your day off? Literally nothing. That's a great time for an introvert. I'm an introverted introvert. But I need the extroverts on crack every once in a while to drag me the fuck out. You know? Normal people just don't get it. Super introverted introverts. Every introverted introvert needs a labradoodle friend. Okay, just saying, this is the perfect pairing. Because if Shin's like, I don't want to, I just need you to leave me alone, Kika's like, okay. I don't understand. And you're like, he just needs some time. He's like, all right. And then 2 days later, he's perfectly fine. Memory of a goldfish. Anyway. Kikinosuke grabbed Fujimori's arm and relentlessly drags him along. Whoa! Help! I'm not gonna eat you. Come on, let's go. Have fun! It was a bit forceful, but Fujimori didn't seem completely against it. I guess I have another friend now. I stood alone by the well as the sun went down. If you could take care of everything, then you wouldn't need all those men, right? Thought I'd learn when Goemon said the same thing to me. But just pretended I did. I think I'm just bad at trusting others. Well, that's the point. You're gonna learn to do it. And I'm sure Fujimori is too. Exactly. That's why it's hard for me to leave him be. Trust. I have to trust everyone so much more. Now, I thought I did, but I'm still afraid. Trust. If it doesn't work out with Yona, then you'll get a pay cut. No. I just have to act like I always have been. If I get a pay cut, I'll just live off water. Alright, now I'm ready. And now we're ready. So anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.